Ooh, what's up, guys? Newsboy here back with another video, and today we'll be talking about the new killer. My thoughts on the killer, what what tier I think the killer is at. Just a rough estimate from the PTB. I haven't played the killer, but I've seen enough to know where the killer is going to be. But we're gonna start off with the gameplay of the killer, his power. Um, to be honest, the killer isn't really that good, in my opinion. He's kind of like a worse plague, but sometimes he's better and sometimes he's not. Like he's basically plague, but worse when it comes to throwing the knives and having the progress. Because plague can spit on a survivor, and over time the survivor gets broken and put in the injured and broken status effect. And with him, the trickster, he throw his knife, and over time, the knives go away, and the survivor doesn't get into the injured status. So I mean, from that point, he's basically like a worse plague in most situations. Now, from like his power, let alone his power, in my opinion, his power can be good at times. Like in dead zones, his power is pretty it's pretty darn cool. His power is pretty cool, but like it's not all that. Definitely on Switch. This is from a Switch perspective, by the way. On Switch, this killer is gonna be bad because of the dead zones, frame rate, stuff like that. We're not gonna do well with this killer. Plus, the killer has recoil. If you guys did not know, the killer has recoil and spread. So it's basically like you shoot a machine gun. You shoot your knives. You got recoil going up, left, right. It's just like that. So it's going to be pretty hard to aim. And let's not forget about FPS and dead zones. But his power it's okay in dead zones. He is going to be pretty darn dominant. I feel like he's going to have great hook defense with his power since he only has to throw 8 knives, so he can basically camp. He can basically camp out a survivor, and this is where the trickster show his power, his true strength. When he's like patrolling, camping, he can indirect. Well, he can. I don't know if it's indirectly, but he can throw his knives at the survivors that's near the hook. Just throw them. He hit the survivors. They don't get affected right off the bat, but over time, while they keep on running to the survivor, running trying to get a hook save, the trickster can just keep on throwing the knives at the survivors trying to get the unhook, and eventually they will get injured, forcing them to leave the hook site and make the hooked survivor progress in the hook state, which to me is pretty darn strong. Like it's pretty strong. It's pretty darn strong. Um, for looping, I feel like the killer is. I feel like the killer is gonna be kind of boring to go against because I saw True Talent play the trickster. I mean, if you go against a PC trickster, I feel like he's gonna be a good PC fixer. I mean trickster. Let me say that a good PC trickster that can aim. I feel like he's gonna be a really boring killer to go against in certain situations. A really boring killer. Cause all he does is just throw his knives. That's all the trickster do. He just throw his knives. You see, just like that. You see that? Throw his knives. You're gonna get injured. You get the boost, and eventually you're gonna catch up. And if he catch you, you're dead. That's basically how it is. That's what I mean by that. It's kind of boring because all he does is throw his knives and stuff like that. But yeah, that's really what I think about the trickster. Now for the tier list, this killer isn't stronger than Huntress, and I don't think, in my opinion, he might not be stronger than Death Slinger. I'm not sure where to put him. I know for a fact he's not stronger than Huntress, but he's possibly better than the Death Slinger. Possibly. If I were to put him on a tier list right now, he would be probably mid tier. Probably mid tier. I don't think he's top tier because if you go against good survivors with this type of power, I mean, it's too much time being wasted doing chase. Um, his power forces you to kind of commit to survivors since if you throw your knife at a survivor over time, the knife is going to go away and reset the progression to the injured state. So you gotta stay in chase, keep throwing your knives and stuff like that. It's just a huge time waster. I hope they fix that about him. I feel like it shouldn't. I feel like it shouldn't reset. I feel like it should just stay. If you get hit with a knife, it should stay in your body until you get put in the injured state. That's how I feel. I feel like if they just did that, he would be a top tier killer. If not, he'll be top tier or high mid. High mid. That's really all they have to do to the Trickster to make him pretty cool, pretty good. But he's most definitely about mid tier. He's not stronger than Huntress. So if you think he's stronger than Huntress, he's not. For he's just not. He's not stronger than Huntress. Huntress just gotta throw her hatchets. Just throw one hatchet, injure state. Don't gotta waste time. I hit my shot. You're injured. The Trickster, I gotta throw multiple. I have to throw multiple knives. It has recoil, spread. It's just so many factors. You constantly aiming at somebody with no crosshair. You're aiming at somebody with no crosshair that's running around, and you got to worry about them running. You tracking them, recoil, spread, all that. That's hard. That's pretty hard. That's pretty darn hard for to just be on all in one killer. That's hard. But yeah, that's my thought on the new killer. Now the look, the aesthetic of the killer, man. That I want to main him. I want to main this killer just the way he looked. And that Mori, he has probably the best Mori in the game. Probably the best Mori in the game when it comes to just looking cool when you're killing a survivor. He has like the best Mori in the game. But those are my thoughts on the new killer. Those are my thoughts on the new killer. On Switch, if you're gonna play him on Switch, I believe he's gonna be probably one of the worst killers in the game because of the FPS controller dead zone. Because for some reason Switch has dead zone. It's a dead zone and it causes the aim to be horrible. I'm telling you, it causes your aim to be horrible. You can test it out if you play on Switch. The game has some type of dead zone and it's really bad. FPS is gonna mess you up. The recoil spread is, bruh. I'm telling you, the recoil is pretty darn bad. On PC, he's gonna be pretty good, pretty cool, pretty good, pretty cool. Boring to play against if you play against a good trickster that can aim, control recoil, all that. He's gonna be pretty boring to play against. Yes. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the new killer chapter. Pretty cool. The survivor, they got a new perk. The pallet perk, you drop a pallet on the killer and you get a speed boost. That's a really great addition to the game. I want to speak on that real quick. That's a great addition to the game. It basically awards the survivor for playing good in chase, being good in chase. You loot the killer, and then you loop the killer around a couple times, and then you get the pallet stun, and you get a speed boost. That rewards the killer. I mean, that rewards the survivor for playing good, and I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. But it might be broken. It could possibly be broken. If you think about it, it can be broken. But the new survivor looks cool. I like the new survivor. I like the new killer. I like the theme. I wish we had a new map. I wish we had a new map. Guys, when y'all see that home menu theme, that's the best theme in DBD. And we didn't get a new map. Think about it. Think about it. DBD in like a DJ nightclub horror. That would be the best. That would be the best. It's dark, scary, and you hear it's you in a nightclub, a scary nightclub, blood everywhere, generators, nightclub, man, in Tokyo or whatever that place is. That would be amazing. That would be amazing for DBD. And I really don't like that they didn't add a new map. I really don't like that. I really don't like that. I wish we had got a new map, definitely for this killer, because that theme it calls for a new map. Um, but yeah, guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. If you guys agree with me on some points, like the killer being bad on Switch and pretty darn dominant on PC, comment below. Comment below what your thoughts on new killer, new survivor chapter. D-Strike, the D-Strike nerf. Oh my god, man. The D-Strike nerf. Thank you. The D-Strike nerf. Finally. 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 Oh, also they buff Wraith. If you play Wraith. Still a bad killer. Still one of the worst killers in the game, but they buffed them. I like that. And it's nice. But yeah, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys like, subscribe to them post notifications for more Nintendo Switch content. Man. But yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.